it's not wrinkled up. I mean, so I'm not gonna iron it. Welcome back to another video brought to you by Simone Nicole. For you guys that are new, make sure you guys subscribe and hit the post notification button. That way you will know about upcoming videos. Welcome to my fitness journey. So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys, of course, about how 2018 changed my life when it comes to my fitness journey and my health. So 2018, I realized in November, like towards the end of the year, that I knew I was stressed, you know. I knew I was stressed, but I didn't realize I was stress eating until towards the end of the year. Beginning of the year, I was working for this nonprofit. It was cool for what it was, you know. I love helping people, but there comes a time when you can't give so much of yourself to where there's nothing left.
This is literally killing me.
Louis. And I had to realize that. I was probably about, how old? I'm 27 now, it's 2020, so I was like, that was 2 years ago. Yeah, around 25 then. And giving back is always something I want to do, but like I said, you can't give until everything is gone. You gotta have something for yourself at the end of the day. But yeah, I was working for a nonprofit in Jacksonville, Florida, and it was a very stressful environment. Like, I feel like everyone in that situation, in that field, needed therapy. Like, we all needed therapy after dealing with what we did.
No, I'm not dramatic.
Dealing with certain things that went on in that job was just not very, it wasn't predictable, it wasn't very structured, it wasn't organized well. It was like the hierarchy was all jacked up, all fucked up. There was no real hierarchy because, you know, leadership was not very strong in the areas that I saw. But we're not gonna get too deep into that. Basically, there was a lot of changes going on in my life in 2018, and I had to do a lot of looking into myself, looking at my environment, and looking into what was stopping me from being mentally healthy. I've always been doing yoga, and that's always been a plus. Actually, I was teaching in Jacksonville, Florida, also at a yoga studio called, not a yoga studio, but at a gym called UFit. I was a fitness instructor there at that studio. So yoga was definitely helping me get through those times, being able to put myself out there and teach people. But it just wasn't everything. It wasn't enough. I had to have a self-realization for me to get through what I got through. But regardless, 2018 changed my life because that's when I started taking my fitness journey more seriously. I already had the spiritual part down when it comes to yoga, meditating, you know, looking within, and that helped me so much in that year. But I needed to focus more on my outer appearance, my physical, because it wasn't reflecting how I was feeling at the end of the day. So I would rather my inside match my outside, if that makes sense. Like, how I'm feeling emotionally to match how I look. Because if I feel healthy, shouldn't I look healthy? If that's really what's happening. In my mind, that makes sense. I'm not sure if that makes sense to you guys, but let me know down below if I sound like a crazy person. It's okay, you know, I've been called crazy before. And it's not gonna stop no sunshine over here. But yeah, once I realized what I wanted to do when it came to my overall health, not just emotional and mental, my physical health too, I was like, okay, Simone, you were stressed, you were eating, you know, you were drinking a lot. Those things don't help. And let's try to moderate that. Let's try to figure out what's the next best move towards the better direction, not going backward. We don't ever want to take back steps, back pedal. And if it happens, sometimes you just have to be like, okay, well, I fucked up.
I fucked up.
Let me try this again. Like, you have a limitless amount of oopses and limitless amount of I messed up, let me try again. Because you're in charge. If you mess up, you can tell yourself, oh, I messed up. The world's not over when you mess up. Most of the time it's not. You can continue on that path of going towards that goal that you want. You're human, so things are going to happen along that journey, along that path. In 2018, I started meal prepping. So I took meal prepping more seriously. And in November 2018, that's when I started my gym membership at Planet Fitness. So I was with Planet Fitness for about a year. I love what Planet Fitness has to offer, especially for people who are just trying to get into the gym, trying to learn, because they have a coach there. Most gyms have coaches or trainers, and I wasn't new to the gym. Like, I grew up playing basketball, I grew up doing track, cross country, but that was all in high school. High school versus post college is two different Simones.
Her life is going to completely change.
Two different Simones all around, two different Simones. So it was like, even though you have this history of being athletic and you have a, for the most part, athletic build, that doesn't mean you fall off track. That doesn't mean you just forget about everything you learn. That doesn't mean you know what you're doing either going forward, because there's still more things to learn. There's always more to learn about yourself and the resources that you get to see and get to implement. Meal prepping and getting a gym membership were the key things that I started in 2018. And I would not allow myself to eat past, at first it was 9 o'clock, and then it was 7 o'clock. But if I got hungry, I would eat. I like to eat. Anybody who knows me personally knows that I'm going to eat regardless. If it's avocados, if it's some almonds, those are things that I eat now more often. Whatever it is, if I'm hungry, I'm going to find something to eat. So I grew up, you know, with parents and cousins and family members, aunties saying, you know, you're gonna finish that plate. Can y'all relate to that? But yeah, I'm gonna finish. I never was the cousin or the daughter or the niece that had to be told to finish a plate. Because I would always be on my second one. I would always be ready for the next plate. But yeah, I love to eat. I would never starve myself. That's not a healthy way to go about losing weight or being fit. Because it's all about health. You don't ever starve yourself, ever. I didn't have candy. I stopped drinking soda back then when I was living in Florida, which was in 2018. Early year 2018, I started drinking more water only, and that went pretty well. Never tracked my weight. I never kept track of how much I was weighing. I didn't calorie count. I didn't want to do math. At the end of the day, I just wanted to eat and just make sure what I was putting in my mouth was healthy, or on the side of healthy versus on the side of trash. Because if it's not healthy, if it's not helping you, then it's hurting you. Somebody is calling me. Hello? I don't understand why they're always calling me about student loan forgiveness when I already paid off my student loans. Get me off your list. Leave me alone. Let me go ahead and block this real quick. Blockity block. Oh yeah, so gym membership and meal prepping and your intake of water. Those are the 3 things that I would suggest anybody begin with if they're trying to commit to losing weight, or to commit to being healthier, or to commit to bulking up and gaining weight. Because water is always going to be good for you. And to me, if I'm paying for something, I'm going to use it. I'm not going to let the money go to waste. A lot of people will say, oh, I'm going to work out at home first. I'm going to work out with my friend. We're going to do things at home. And for some people that might work out. But for majority of people, it'll only work out for maybe a month, if that long. So I feel like if you're paying something, you know that money's coming out of your account. And so you will more likely be more committed to getting it done, getting the job done. Protein shakes every now and then. I definitely would use a protein shake to replace a meal. So say in the mornings, if I wasn't hungry, but I knew I needed to consume something after working out, I would drink a protein shake. I used the protein powder that was vegan, and it's from Walmart. It's like a white bottle that has blue words on it and like different pictures. But yeah, those are things that I think will help with anybody who is in the beginning stages of becoming more healthy, or just wanting to change the way their body looks. Stick with those things for now, and then you're gonna learn more along the way, because one thing's gonna lead to another. And that's kind of what happened with me. Like, being healthy on my own led to me wanting to find more out, do more research, hire a trainer temporarily, and then taking what I learned from the trainer to use again with my own habits of what I want for myself, and then to now be on another journey of something else. So it's like, you can't go wrong with trying to be healthy, as long as you're not trying to harm yourself. As long as you remember that you need to trust the process and enjoy the process. People always say trust the process, but you never hear anybody saying try your best to love it, love the process, because you're gonna look back and be like, I really did all this. I went through all of that to get where I am now. And you're gonna be more grateful if you realize how much you went through and didn't give up and enjoyed the journey, because you don't want to be in a journey and like beating yourself up the whole time that you're on it, because that's going to be a very miserable journey. And then that stress that you're adding on is not going to help you get the results you want at the end of the day, because stress is never good for the body. I don't think it is. So I think that's the end of this video. That's how 2018 changed my life. Sticking to those 3 things led me to where I am now. And I just want to remind you guys to not give up on yourself. If you really want something to happen, it's already yours. Like, what you want is already in your possession. You already have the capability to do it. All you need to do is actually do it. Like, say this is mine and go after it. Like, it's yours for the taking. It's yours for the taking. It's yours for the taking. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Maybe I'll see you in the gym. Let's go to work.